What's going on, everybody? I'm in Urumqi, Xinjiang, China, and I'm going to the train station. I have a train that's taking me to Turpan, which is one of the several historical places we're going to stop. This one has the Flaming Mountains as well as several Uyghur mud villages. Then we're going to go to Jiayuguan city. This is the western end of the Great Wall of China. We're going to go to the very last watchtower on the Great Wall. And then we're going to go all the way to Zhangye, which is actually where the Rainbow Mountains are. I'm going to show you around the Rainbow Mountains. And then we're going to proceed all the way to Xining, which is almost to the center of China. This is a long trip across the Gobi Desert. Let's do it. All right, so we're here at the train station in Urumqi, and yeah, we're going inside. The train leaves in about 40 minutes. So as per usual, you got to put your ID card here. Big modern station here. Got to go through the bag, fast lane, no, regular lane, yeah. Xinjiang is huge. I have a friend in Thailand, and I was telling him, it's bigger than Thailand, this province. I asked ChatGPT and they said it's 3.2 times larger than Thailand in terms of land area. So it's a huge province, guys. It's 1/6 of China, and China is a huge country. Yeah, so the town that I'm going next over is called Turpan. I don't know how long I'm going to be there. I might just do a layover. I just know that I don't want to ride the train for 16 hours to get across to the center part of China from the west. But at some point in time, I'm going to have to cover all that ground in order to get, you know, I think there's a city in the middle called Lanshan. I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly, but that's like the central hub. Turpan, from what I understand, is part of the new Silk Road and old Silk Road. So there's a lot to learn about the Silk Road, actually, because there's the new stuff and then the old history. Urumqi was cool, though. I liked it. Would I come back? Yeah. Why not? I mean, it's Western China, like, it's not easy to get to out here, but it's cool. I don't have anything negative to say about it. Up here they've got some food choices. What do we got over here? This is KFC. Am I in the mood for some KFC? I don't know. Maybe I am. In the morning time, that could be a jam. That could be a jam, guys. I have been eating lots of Chinese food, so I kind of got my little fix off that because I've been looking forward to Chinese food since I got here to China, and then all I've eaten is that, so now I'm kind of ready to maybe mix it up. So, I do like wonton noodle. It's wonton. Ooh. Okay, dumplings. All right, here we go. We got some wonton and a garlic. I'm going to eat that. Garlic's good as antibacterial, believe it or not. Right, so I am now on my way down here to the gate 2A. Wow, this thing moves so slow, huh? Got like 10 minutes. The food took a little bit of time to cook, actually. It took about 15 minutes. That was much longer than I thought. So I've got like 10 to 15 minutes before the train leaves. Let's see if I can get it, but this escalator is incredibly slow. I have my suitcase. I can't really do much. I mean, I guess I could try and huck my suitcase with my backpack on it. You can see this is my setup. I mean, wow, that's incredibly slow. There's probably a safety hazard with fast ones, that's why. All right, here we go, 2A. Looks like I've got it. All right, so just so you know, I got this ticket for 115 yuan, RMB. It is a first class ticket. Depending on what train you take, it could be a 2-hour ride, but in this case, it's going to be an hour ride because this is a fast train. It goes double the speed. If you wanted to get just a regular standing room, I think it was 53 RMB, so that's double the price for first class. 115 RMB is somewhere around like 20 bucks maximum. 15 to 20 bucks, somewhere in that range. I don't have the exact conversion. So I need cabin 1. Got some high-speed trains today, guys. I think this one's going a long distance. If I stayed on it, might even go to Zhongshan. Wow, this escalator really takes its time. All right, carriage 1. I'm assuming that's at the very front. You can see just how long these trains are. They're big, beautiful, modern trains. See how busy it is if I sit in there? All right. This is first class, guys. There's my seat. Alright, and we're off. Bye-bye, Urumqi. Bye-bye. On this part of the route, we're going from Urumqi to Turpan. I want to say the cruising speed on this one was around 200 kilometers per hour pretty much the whole way, but it's just nothing but charred desert. Look at the terrain here. Lots of energy infrastructure on this whole route, including lots of wind turbines. Turpan. I'm going to try and go to the Mudden City, the city of mud. It's an old ancient city. Let's see here. Is that exit over there? This is one of the main Silk Road destinations, actually. Look at the high-speed train we came in on. Old school sleeper train there. So on this route they also have a Rainbow Mountain. It's a long ways away. Oh wow. From here I think it's like a 7 or a 10-hour train ride, but it's probably the next stop from here for me, because there's not much in between this one and the Rainbow Mountain. Just depends on if I can get the fastest train, best time, best price, all that stuff, you know, best seat. So many factors go into picking it, but at the end of the day, you want the fastest train probably. So I was researching where the Gobi Desert is. I don't think I'm quite in the Gobi Desert yet. That would be nice to get to see that though. But we'll see, I'll keep going. I know it's in Mongolia. Wow, very historical place here. I'd say it's one of the best stops. Hello. Is that the old village? Yeah. All right. Well, he's got everything I wanted to do here. He's going to charge me 500 RMB, and it's a personalized tour. We're going to do the Flaming Mountains, the ancient city, and like another place. So that's perfect for me because it's too early to check into the hotel. It's about 12. It's going to cost me 500 RM, which is about 75 bucks. And he waits for me because I was kind of worried about taking DD, and then like I was reading up on it. Sometimes it's hard to get a DD from certain places. So actually I'm pretty happy about the outcome here. So let's see what he's got in store for us. The Flaming Mountains and the ancient city. First spot we're at here is what is called the Flaming Mountain. And this here is the Flaming Mountain. They say that in the morning, in the sunset, and at the hottest point in the day, the mountain looks like it's on fire. So, we're gonna walk around and learn something about the Flaming Mountain. I guess there was a famous movie in China made about this place, because something about going west on the Silk Road. I guess you're supposed to pick up that sword there against the Flaming Mountain. Oh boy, it's hot. Hot. It's August right now. Still need to learn more about what this place is. So we're inside this air-conditioned building here. Going on a walk through the museum. Monks. A lot of this is Islam and Buddhism. So this particular area is Buddhist, but the people here are Islamic. You'll see a lot of Arabic writing in places. But it used to be Buddhist, I guess. We got the giant thermometer. Oh man, that is cool. Let's see how hot it is. Oh wow. 89 degrees Celsius. It's hot. I don't think that's possible. I was told this happened July 2nd of last year. Wow. Look at this. Little miniature donkeys. They're like so hot, huh? You guys okay, buddies? Hope you're okay. Mountain of eggs. Wow. We've got a dune buggy out there. The area we're at here is called the 1,000 Buddhas. 10,000 Buddhas. I don't know exactly what it is. It's caves, I guess. Caves of 10,000 Buddhas. I see people all the way up on that mountain there. I don't know if I'll go up there. So there's some caves. I don't know why they call it 1,000 Buddha caves. I'm assuming there's going to be Buddha statues inside some of these caves. Yeah, so I went down there. You can't actually film in there. There's no photography allowed. But you can see there's a nice stream right here. And inside the caves, a lot of them have been damaged. Some of it has been stolen. I don't know why they would have defaced the Buddhist statues in there. But said some of them were stolen. Like a German, maybe a Japanese guy, I think that's what it said. Yeah. I mean, it's quite the view up here.
Well, when you're walking around here, you'll be approached by these people who have the camels. They offer to take you up to the top of the mountain for a fee. It costs around 200 RMB to do that, so I said, all right, let's do it.
Wow. Well, they had a tree. Oh, wow. Look at this place, guys. Incredible place. Well, we're here at an ancient Uyghur village. If you're born in the year of the horse, you actually don't have to pay to explore around here. I was born in the year of, I think, the dog.
I'd like to try some of the food. I don't really want to try raisins though. See, like they do a lot of dried fruits and stuff, dates. Look at all that. They have a lot of grapes, raisins, nuts, teas. Look at all those grapes. They're raisins, really. I don't know what those are. Chili peppers? Wow, I guess in the winter, when it rains, that river right there is quite deep. What's that, food? They got food in here, or tea? I came up here to get the views. Oh wow. How cool is that? That's cool. We got a mosque here. So I was reading a sign there. It said that in these Uyghur villages they eat nang, N-A-N-G. And it said that a Uyghur would rather go 3 days without meat than a single day without nang. But I still don't even know what nang is. I'll have to find out. Look at those. Something dried. Everything is dried for preservation. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy place. Look at that. A dome of mud structure. I mean, this is like adobe brick. All right. Some mosque up on the hill there.
After a big day of not eating, I came back to the hotel at the Mercure to eat some food. And I think this bread here is called nang. It's the morning time here at the Mercure Hotel, which is actually where I stayed for about $85 per night. It is overcast. Yesterday was so hot. It looks overcast like rain, but it's still kind of muggy. After all, we're in one of the lowest places on Earth. I think they said it's 550 feet below sea level here. But there's a look at the Mercure where I stayed. I'm catching a DD to the train, and I'll be going to a new place. I'll let you know here soon the name of that place.
I think it's where the far western edge of the Great Wall of China is located. Well, I've probably missed my train. The A-map said that I was 22 minutes away from my hotel, but I ended up being like 40 minutes away. And then the line to go through this was long. They searched my bags, all that stuff, so I basically missed the train. All right. Well, sure, I've missed my train. I mean, I'll go check and see if it's still there by delay or something, but I basically missed the train. So definitely leave a lot earlier. I can't believe AMAP would tell me the wrong timing. Yeah, so let's see here. I'm just gonna get the next train east. Well, the ticket lady actually gave me a free change. So she let me go on the 11:05 instead of the 9:44 that I was supposed to go on. She gave me a free change. Well, I paid 544 RMB for the ticket that I missed, but she let me switch it to the 11:05 without an extra charge. So thank you to her. I've noticed in China they are very fair with things like that compared to other countries. Like in Latin America, they would have just said, no, sorry, there's nothing I can do. Latin America is notorious for that. I think Africa is also. US, 50-50. China's really good at it, about that. Probably the best I've seen in terms of fairness. Here's the train. Oh, big train, big train. All right, so I'm walking back to compartment 1. Carriage 1, I should say.
The amount of energy infrastructure out here is incredible. I don't know if these are nuclear plants or coal plants, wind turbines, solar farms. It's all across the desert. We just arrived in a place called Hami, H-A-M-I. About halfway to our destination. There are some big cities, even though we're out in the middle of nowhere. Hami appeared to be kind of big. I don't know, man. Some unique terrain. It's like a huge, huge desert out here. Yeah, it's a little bit green. Got some farms. Got a reservoir out there.
All right, we're in a town called Jiayuguan. And from here, I will either stay the night. I've got a hotel reservation at the Ibis for $32 a night. That's like the cheapest hotel I've ever stayed at in the last year. It's kind of amazing. And they have I believe the westernmost remnants of the Great Wall of China here, which is one of the reasons why I chose to stop here. The other reason was because I didn't want to ride the train for longer than like 6 hours. So that train ride was about 5 hours, but the next destination beyond this that's even worth stopping, I guess, would be the Rainbow Mountains. But I'm happy with stopping here for now. We'll see if I stay the night. I might walk around, stretch my legs, get some exercise, and then catch a night train and just eat the $32 for the hotel. Forward progress is always a good thing. The main reason I get a hotel is so I can like take a nap or something and chill for a little bit, work on the computer. Wow, this is a big station. All right, so now we're here outside the station, and I've got to see about a taxi. So I'm going to work with this guy here. He's going to take me to the Great Wall of China, help me check into my hotel, and yeah, see some of the museums for 260 RMB. That's a good deal for me. That works perfect. I'm very happy about this. So he's a nice guy. All right, so we're here at the place where you get the ticket. So I guess you pay 100 yuan RMB and you get access to like 3 different scenic spots. Right here. All right, so we're walking up to the area. It was a little bit of a walk to get here, maybe like a 5-minute walk. With a lot of this stuff, I don't mind paying a little bit extra for the convenience. I've tried to penny pinch or save money in the past and usually ended up slowing things down and costing almost the same, but with just way more stress and headaches. So sometimes if someone's willing to give you a good offer right off the bat, I just take it. Seems to work pretty good. All right, so we're here at the Jiayuguan of the Great Wall. So where's the ticket office though? Ticket office. Okay. Where would I get the tickets? You can tell they don't get many tourists here because nothing is in English. Oh, there's some English. No swimming. I wonder where to get the ticket. I just am worried about the ticket because if I start walking too far and then they're like, no, it's way back over there, then I gotta walk back in the other direction. It's quite lush here. Kind of amazed because the whole area around here, the entire terrain is desert, very dry desert. I just crossed on the train, I can tell you for a fact. It's like very few areas aside from farmland that have greenery. Oh, hello. Thank you. But yeah, we're just cruising through here. Oh, there's the Great Wall. Oh, maybe that's the ticket booth. Yeah, as long as I don't have to backtrack. There was sometimes when I'd go all the way up to something and they'd be like, no, the tickets are on the other side. But not here. Oh wait, is that a ticket booth or ticket check? All right, so the ticket was 108 yuan. It's good for 3 days. It allows you to go to several sites, I think. I don't really understand what they were trying to say, but it was something about 3 days. Pretty sure it means there's more sites. They did sell the ticket there, but you need to bring your passport, at least a picture of your passport. And they need to take a picture of that picture of your passport and then also your passport number. And you use Alipay. I think you could even book it ahead of time on Alipay if you know how things work. You could probably do it online on trip.com inside of Alipay. But I just want to say we are no longer in Xinjiang, we're in Gansu. I believe that's how you say it. Gansu? Whew. Wow, they got some big mountains over there. I haven't seen a single Western tourist here. Not a single one. Not on the train. Not here. At this tourist destination. So this must be still kind of hidden to the tourist world.
Quite hot out here, but if you look up in the mountains out there in the distance, you can see they're snow-capped. Wow. Some big mountains. I was actually researching what's the tallest mountain in China, and it's Mount Everest. So Mount Everest is in China, in the Tibetan Plateau, above the Tibetan Plateau, I should say. Everest kind of shares a border with China and Nepal, actually, but it's cool to know. There's a temple. Oh my gosh, look at this place. It's old, made of mud. It's all mud? Mud bricks or what? Or mud and bricks? So from what I've been told, or what I've researched at least, this is the western edge of the Ming Dynasty wall. Alright, we're up top on the mattress. What do we got going on here? Alright, so we've got two different areas here of the Great Wall. You see up there on the mountain, that's Watergate. And this one here is Cantilever. So let's go see what's going on here. This cantilever wall was built in 1539. Pause it if you wanted to read that. Cantilever is the name of this wall. Built in 1549. I guess I just have to decide how high up I want to go. We'll see. Looks interesting though. Is it true? He who climbs the Great Wall is a true hero? I guess you want to be a hero. Come climb the wall. Here's a look at the wall from the ground level. So obviously I didn't go all the way up there, but maybe one day I will when I have more time. Looks like we got some petroglyphs. That's a cool one. That one looks legit. That one digitally enhanced, but probably real. Some aurochs or rams, some sort of goat. Petroglyph. Ni hao.
Water?
See. You have wonton soup?
Huh?
Yeah, just get some wonton soup here as a snack to hold me over. Alright, there's one more destination to go. By the way, if you guys like these kind of videos, send me some encouragement so that I know that I'm doing the right thing. You know, like let me know in the comments if you like these longer videos or what you like. Because they're kind of hard to make, honestly. I don't mind doing them, but it's one of those things, you know, like, need a little encouragement. Usually if the algorithm sees that there's encouragement, then it tells me to make more by giving me more views, which is the big encouragement that we're ultimately looking for, and signals that you send to the algorithm that this is the type of content you like. Tell me, do more, and I will do more. Like I said, I mean, it's a lot of hiking, lots of sweating, especially here in the Gobi Desert in the summertime. I heard it's actually really cold in the winter, so it's like a cold desert, but also a hot summer. Most deserts are like that. Not a lot of plants grow when it freezes. So freezes kill plants, and then also heat can kill plants, so that's a big thing. But look how beautiful it is here. Look. I think that's where we're going next. I don't know, we'll have to see. Alright, so the place we're at right now, I think we have to go all the way to the end. It's like the Gobi Desert Grand Canyon, or is it the original wall? So we'll see. No idea where we're going, to be honest with you. So it says this is the first beacon tower of the Great Wall. And there's some sort of like Grand Canyon of the Gobi down there. Wait, what is down here? Oh, okay. Go in here. Oh, this is cool. They've got all the pictures of the old and new Great Wall. That's really good. So you can see what it looked like, you know, way back when in the 1900s, early 1900s, and what it looks like now. But yeah, this fortification right here. This is the first platform, the real end of the wall. So as they call it. So this is the real end of the Great Wall. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is it. The official western end of the Great Wall of China. Right here. Right up next to the valley floor there. So I guess now that I've been to the very end, now I have to go to the very beginning of the Great Wall. That'll be a nice challenge, won't it? Yeah, this part of the Great Wall is just mud. Wonder how high it used to go. We don't know. It's hard to say. We've got some sort of archaeological site over here. And something over there. Yeah, so basically for that 108 RMB, you get access to all three of these locations that I just showed you. And then if you wanted a private driver like I had, it's $250. So you're looking at about 60 or 70 US dollars to do all this on a private tour. All right, so I'm staying here at the Ibis. It's right next to the train station, or a train station. That guy that took me around was a great man. He took really good care of me. Hopefully you guys come across him or someone just like him. Very fair guy. Yeah, I'm just out walking around the town here. And my driver told me that this isn't a very good area to stay. He was offering to help me change hotels, but I already paid for that room. He said that if I wanted more outdoor activities, I'd be able to find that where his hotel is. So I'm getting some barbecue. Oh. They're cooking for me. Oh, there's the barbecue. Gobi Desert barbecue style. That's like a sausage. I think this is some lamb, maybe? Alright, so this is my $35 a night room. Looks cozy enough. That'll do the job. I just need a place to sleep. I guess we have to see if the aircon's gonna work. That's a big key. See you in the morning, guys. The morning time, and we're headed to the South Station, so let's see how this goes. Alright, so I got a DD. Yes, they do have those here. That's really nice. Alright. We're here at the train station. I'm going to Zhangye, something like that. It's like the Rainbow Mountains. Well, I decided to live out my China fantasy, and I got a chicken sandwich. Keep seeing them at every train station. So I did it. Alright, we're all lining up here. That was ABZ Burger. It was okay. Fast food, you know. Cola to start the day. They didn't even have anything other than cola. Having traveled a lot of China by train, one thing I will say is each city has about 2 to 3 train stations. Even this one, like this one is called the South Station. I booked a hotel near the Northeast Station because I thought, oh, I'd get the one near the hotel so I can avoid the problems of always trying to figure out what station I need to go to. Well, even a small place like this has 3 stations. So this was 15 minutes away from the hotel. Because as you know, yesterday I missed my train. And then today, you know, I didn't sleep very good. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is
the train that's originating here or what? Carriage 1. It's a beauty. Oh, that is a beauty. This is another one of those big boys. I gotta ultimately get to Zhangye. That's ultimately where I'm trying to get to. Lanzhou, I think is what it's called. So I guess it's like a central corridor in China. I didn't sleep very good last night, if I'm honest with you. Like the aircon just basically stopped working at 2:30 in the morning, and I felt it. I woke up with a sore back, just feeling really groggy. I ended up being awake for like an hour, and then I went back to sleep, but kind of looking forward to a nice hotel when I get to Lanzhou. I've stayed in some nice, comfortable hotels and, you know, Xinjiang in this trip. Like Xining, I stayed at that holiday, or Hilton Home 2. That's a great one. I'm trying to get around this guy here. And then I stayed at the Urumqi Conrad. That was a nice one. So yeah, I've stayed in some nice, comfortable hotels. Actually, the hotel I stayed at, that Mercure, I slept really good there. The one in Turpan, I slept really good there. Here we go. It's a first class ticket. The train's only going to take like an hour and 50 minutes or something. And we're off. Right on time. Alright, we have arrived in the new city. This is where the Rainbow Mountain is, so I'm gonna see if I want to stay the night here or just do like a bag drop. Hello, ni hao. We'll see what I end up doing. Those are like some army guys. I used to be in the military, so I can relate to the big backpack. We used to call that a sea bag. You put all your uniforms and everything in there. Yeah, so this is a pretty straightforward station compared to the other ones. The other ones, you know, a lot bigger. This one's just kind of in and out. So there's one of two things that can happen here. Either I'm going to find a guy who wants to give me a tour right off the bat, and I'm just going to store my suitcase in his car as he takes me around, or I am going to go straight to my hotel, check in, get a hotel I should say, and then from there try to find a tour guide to take me out to the Rainbow Mountains, which I think are about 45 minutes to an hour away. Oh, they got some big buildings here. So as I've been finding in the last few cities, right when I walk out there's someone asking if I want to go on a tour. I'm kind of hoping I find that here. You guys have seen that in the last two cities. See, I'll go in the direction of the taxis. Hello. Huh? Yes? Tour? Well, we found a female travel guide. She's going to take us to the Rainbow Mountains. That's pretty good. I told you guys we would be able to find something. So far, 3 for 3 at all 3 of those stations. For me, these people are great because that is exactly what I'm looking for in each one of those places. A person to take me to the place, wait for me, bring me back. They know exactly what I'm looking for. And then with this, I don't have to like get a hotel. I can easily just progress to the next city once I'm done with the tour. Because in a place like this, it's great, but I've got to make forward progress, you know what I'm saying? We just drove about 30 to 40 minutes outside of the town to this place where I guess I have to catch
a shuttle bus. So my driver will wait for me while the shuttle bus takes me up. Well, after walking through just a long strip of food vendors and shops, we're here at the North Gate. I feel a little bit shortness of breath. I wonder if this is higher elevation. Alright, I got the ticket. It's 108 RMB, and you have to show your passport. A picture of your passport works just fine. So now we're going over to the shuttle. I don't know how long this is going to go, or how long the shuttle is, but we'll see. Alright, over here they have the shuttle bus. I better run so I can get on the next one without them leaving. What I don't want to do is end up waiting longer than we have to. It's hot. And we're off. And there's the Rainbow Mountain. Now I'm hiking up. So if we hike up here, I think we get better views. Trying to figure out how many Rainbow Mountains there are. Some over here. I'm not gonna walk over there though. It's getting hot. How come no one else is over on this side? It's like the Great Wall Walk. Walking over ridges. Well, there are power lines that go right through the Rainbow Mountain area, which kind of take away from the natural beauty. They could have put them, I don't know, over there. Why on this one? I know it's the highest point though, that's why. Made that hike. All right. I got a few Rainbow Mountains over there too. Huh. It's quite nice. Slowly but surely walking down, trying to conserve my energy. Wonder if they sell water out here. Well, they do have water and stuff here, but I'm getting a watermelons. They say this is good for hydration. You know, when I was a kid, I used to hate watermelon. I would never eat watermelon or broccoli. Turns out both of those are good for you. So anyway, what else we got going on here? They got helicopter rides. There's a helicopter you can take. I'm gonna try and go to the next spot. Wow, I just ate so much watermelon. That was too much watermelon, actually. You can see watermelon is the big kick out here for hydration. Great idea. It's got electrolytes supposedly too, but man, my stomach is feeling full of watermelon. Gotta get a water to chase it down. Hot, hot, hot. We're in early August. August 8th to be exact. Oh buddy, another hike. It's gotta be worth it. Okay, almost there. We made it. Road up here. We get that car up here, the truck. Wow, look at this. Oh yeah, that's cool. A lot of rainbow. Rivers like that, the washes were running. A little bit scary up here. It's windy. they sell meat pie. Maybe I'll try a beef meat pie. So I got a beef meat pie. Let's give it a try. It's delicious. Alright, maybe I'll get a water. I'm probably in the mood for a water more than anything right now. They didn't sell a water at that stand. So they don't have any water at any of those stands. So I'm gonna go down and see if I can get a water there. Back on the bus again. I'd say after a couple hours here, I'm ready to go back and see if I can get some forward progress onto the next destination before it gets too dark. But it's definitely worth a stop out here. This little drive through the Rainbow Mountains here. I can see why it's a geo park. There's 3 stops here already. I guess there's a 4th one, and I guess that's the best one. So I might make this stop a little bit quick. Oh man, now we're up on top. Another big hike. Each one of these places has like unique names, like this one, Silk Road in the sky. I can see platform 4 over there in the distance. That does look pretty spectacular. You guys see that? Well, this is platform 4. They say this is the best one. It's got the most stalls here. So I had no idea there was 4 stops. I really just kind of wing it here in China because I don't want to bother people with the translation app. So I just kind of wing it. But I'm sure if I asked, I could have got answers. Look at this deer. That's cool. The local deer. Let's see what the big kick is about here. Brown is definitely more red. Oh wow. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh yeah, that's definitely nice. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. She almost lost her hat. She was ready to say bye-bye. And here we go. Some fun here. We're gonna whack up another mountaintop, but this one looks like an easy one compared to the others. All right, almost up to the top of the big one. Wow. Hiked up a lot of platforms today. Wow. Now, because I'm going to be staying here in the city for about 3 or 4 hours, I've decided to get a short stay hotel. This is actually 80 yuan, which is about 8 to 12 bucks. The only other option would be that I would like sit out there, you know, in the heat or in the station for 3 or 4 hours. At least with this, I have a room, place to store my bag, and comfort. So, great price, great value. I've also got washing machines here. Nice. All right, I've come for some lunch, some green tea, and yeah. All right, well, after spending a couple hours in that room, I just couldn't get the AC to work, and it was very hot and humid in there. I mean, maybe a little bit cooler than the outside, but the room was decent. I mean, the price is amazing, and the value is excellent, and it was clean. It's just, I couldn't quite get that AC to work, and I debated if I wanted to go down and talk to the office to see if they could help me with it, but I was like, I'm only going to be here for a couple hours. Probably if I had to do all over again, I would have gone right in the beginning, because I kept trying to mess around with the aircon machine. It was all in Chinese. I couldn't understand it. More or less just sharing my stories, trials, and tribulations of being on the road. But yeah, decent city here. Decent sized. I'm going to Zanzhou, something like that. I believe it's called Lanzhou. So based on what it says, it's only going to take like under 3 hours. And if that's the case, I was seeing like 7 to 10 hour trains. So this one must be a super fast bullet train. Like, this thing's got to absolutely rip. I'm about 30 minutes early, but yeah. Here we go, guys. All right, carriage 1. That's where we're going, carriage 1 here.
And as the train started to go through the mountains, I started to realize this is actually a very beautiful area. I had no idea that this is one of the most scenic train rides in all of China. And as we started to go through there at sunset, I thought to myself, well, maybe I should just stay in Xining, the next city over, instead of having to go all the way to the other city. So I started looking for hotels, and that's what I ended up deciding to do. It's actually very beautiful through here. We got a beautiful sunset.
Well, guys, I called an audible midway because the landscape that we were going through was very beautiful. And I was doing a little research about this place called Xining here, and it gives me an opportunity to explore some of like Tibetan culture. As you know, it's hard to get to Tibet. You have to like apply in advance for like a special visa or something. I mean, at the very least, I'll get more insight into what it would take to get to a place like Tibet a little bit further in. But it's a high elevation. They say they've got lakes, grasslands. So I'm going to maybe stay 1 or 2 days here. This is an unexpected audible, but as we were going through the mountains, I was like, man, looks so beautiful here. So anyway, I haven't even booked my hotel. This is an audible. All right. Well, we're here, guys. Go through. Had to clear with the passport, as always. I don't think they cleared with the passport at that last place that I went, though. It's a big station. So this is a city I never really knew about. I stayed in another city called Xining on the far west, kind of nearby Horgos. I mean, we're basically in the central part of China right now. I'm still debating whether or not I can get up to Inner Mongolia, because I've kind of headed south. Like, I'm pushing towards like Yunnan and Sichuan, and that was just because that's the progression of the route. Bus station. I need taxi. This is another one of those stations where you can get lost. Oh, taxi's this way. Wow, I feel like I'm finally like in real China here. I mean, Urumqi kind of felt like it, but it's still so far away. But now I've just been seeing tons of huge buildings, lights. This is like real China here. This is a beautiful city. It's a beautiful hotel. That's where I'm actually staying. And what is this over here? Caught my attention, so I'm walking over towards it. The hotel I'm staying at is called the Sofitel, in case you guys are wondering. It's a bit pricey. And yes, I paid it because I've been sleeping in hotels that don't have very comfortable beds. At least I know at a hotel like that, I'll get a very good night's sleep. So, I'm choosing comfort. To be honest with you, going across that desert, it took a long time. Like, going from Horgos to Urumqi to Tolga, or whatever it was called. I can't remember the names of all the places I went. And then finally crossing over here, I just feel like I crossed a long Gobi Desert, really, honestly. And really, if you look on a map, it is a long one. And the train rides take time. You don't really get a perspective of the train rides from where I'm at now, but yeah. I've got to find some food. Where's some food? Looks like we've got some sort of food street here. I like food. This hour? Oh. Okay. It's a little bit of a nightlife scene. What do they got here? What the heck could this be? It's like a hot pot. Oh, cool. Maybe I'll do this. Food. Hot pot. Well, I'm just walking around here seeing what they got, but it's like a walking street, really. You got Luckin Coffee, Cody Coffee, Cha Panda, which is like a tea. Several barbecue huts. So, got like a beer stall here. Is that a beer? Beer barbecue? Xinjiang. Nice. Cool city, man. Cool city. We got a nice lake, river here. They keep having these like explosion sounds going off across the city. I heard them over by my hotel and now walking where I'm at. Beautiful river here. Breakfast time. Alright guys, well I'm going to call the video here. I didn't quite make it to Inner Mongolia, but the good news is I'm going to keep making content as I keep traveling around. Just going to Inner Mongolia was a little bit harder than I thought. I'll have to get up there another time, but either way, we did a great trip across the Gobi. So we'll see you on the next one from China.
Click the videos here to watch our China travel playlist.